All right, and boom. What is up, everybody? It's me, J-Rod, the filmmaker, former film major, frequent fighting gamer from Philadelphia, and we are back once again with a brand new reaction video for a brand new show that you may or may not have heard of. But we're going to be checking out El Guapo versus the Narco Vampires pilot trailer. If you've never heard of that, well, it's not that surprising if you've never heard of it, because I hadn't heard of it up until like maybe a week or so ago. We're still in 2025. We have 2 more days left before the year is over, but I think 2026 is going to be a massive year for indie media, indie TV shows, indie animation, indie comics, indie video games, partially because the big brands, corporations, media companies, they are dropping the ball left and right. They just continue to keep fumbling. And the creators that used to be a part of these organizations, they branch off and they go and do their own things because they realize that they can make something so much better without the oversight, without the overreaching of a parent company or a media corporation or whatever it is that makes these shows happen. So today we are going to be checking out a new indie animated series that is actually, the pilot is out right now on YouTube. We're just going to be checking out the trailer. I will check out the pilot a bit later, and I probably will do like a shorts video reviewing the pilot, but for right now I want to react to the trailer because I want to get more people's eyes on this thing. And if you don't know about Jorge Gutierrez, El Tigre, this is the creator of El Tigre, which is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated cartoons that Nickelodeon ever had. Just the premise alone of having a kid whose father is a superhero and his grandfather is a supervillain, and he's constantly pulled between the two worlds. Just off of that, on paper, such good writing before you even get into the show. Then you get into the show and it's actually really good. It's really fun. The character designs are great. The art style is so specific, right? It's so beautiful and it works so well for the creator, for the characters, and ties everything together nicely. So Jorge Gutierrez is back with his own show. I don't know much about this besides the fact that it's called El Guapo versus the Narco Vampires, but I believe it's also a bit more violent. It's also, I want to say it's an adult animation. I won't know exactly until I get into it, but it does seem like it's an adult animation. So I love seeing, you know, we got the same creator and the same art style of something like El Tigre, but really being able to push those buttons and take it as far as you possibly can. I cannot wait to check this out. But before I check out the pilot and watch it for myself and give you guys a little bit of a review, I'm going to start by checking out the trailer. I saw just a bit of this trailer on the internet, but I was like, this is something I would definitely react to. So I decided to pause it, save it, and now we're going to react to it in full. So without further ado, let's get into it. I have definitely been doing a lot more like indie reactions on this channel, and I plan on doing even more going into 2026. But if you guys want to check out some of the stuff I've already reacted to, we had the comic shop back in last summer. That entire show was out on YouTube. You can check out the whole thing now, including like some behind the scenes video. It had a bunch of really great cameos. I recommend everyone check that out. I did a video about the show Southern Fried Rice, which was a lot more divisive, but I would recommend anybody check it out because that's also on YouTube for free. Before you can make whatever conclusions about the show, you can review it and feel however you want about it, but I would just recommend people check it out before jumping to conclusions. And then also Saturday AM Battle Manga, I reacted to that like last week or 2 weeks ago, not too long ago. That is going to be a video game, a fighting game that features a bunch of different indie manga characters coming together for a collaboration. I think you guys really liked that trailer. Like, it has a bunch of likes. The game itself seems to be doing good and getting a lot of publicity, so I will 100% be making more content on Saturday AM Battle Manga. I was going to do it anyway because y'all know I love fighting games, but the reception to that video and that game itself has been great, so I'm going to continue to champion that. But let's get into it with El Guapo versus the Narco Vampires, and then we'll talk more about it later. What a start. Okay, there's El Guapo. Oh, and he's got a... Oh! Max. He's got a love interest with a... Oh! My fault. Hold on. That caught me off guard. Frankenbruto. Oh! Yo, these character designs are insane. What?
Don Laguna.
Don Laguna. Oh my God, they're like all these different gangs. This is so sick.
GUAPO versus the NARCO vampires.
That's just the intro. It was so sick. Okay, I was just trying to get a sense of, you know, the story. And I think I do have a sense of the story a bit. But more so, I was taken back by these character designs. I don't know if I saw one that I didn't like. Mags? Okay, and look, my favorite character. What? Wait. Excuse me? Who is that? Momia mia! Woo! Okay, alright. Let me compose myself. What the heck? Man, if you don't put this chick in a thumbnail, I would watch 10 seasons of this just to see her for a single episode. Oh my God. Okay, so let me try to log back in. Yeah, these character designs look really cool, and it's showing off, like, I guess these are the different gangs, the different factions that are going to be in this. El Chupacabras. There's Don's, so Don Laguna, and then like his gang of the sea monsters. Damn. And then we got the other Don Draculon, who I guess, you know, he's obviously a vampire. Look at this guy. But he also, like, with the claws and everything, it definitely reminds me of El Tigre and his design. So bro, imagine, I don't think this is where they're going with it, but imagine like El Tigre grows up, chooses to be a villain, turns into a vampire, and he's this guy. That would be absolutely insane. I'm sold. I'm actually sold. It didn't take anything but this to sell me on it, because like I said, I already love this art style going back to El Tigre. I love actually making this something that is like adult oriented, so you can do some blood and you can do some violence and you can do some fighting and all of that. It's hitting for me on so many different levels already. Now, what I think, like how I think the show is going to go, what it's going to be about, it's kind of reminding me of like Warriors. You know how in Warriors there was all of these different gangs, and the warriors were the ones being hunted down. So everywhere they go, there was a different type of gang trying to get them, and it was about them trying to like survive and get from one gang to another and try to ultimately prove their innocence and get back to Coney Island or get away from Coney Island. I don't remember exactly where they were going physically, but it was just about them like surviving through all these different gangs. I could see that being something in this show, El Guapo. Like, okay, obviously the mummy design, easily my favorite, but the werewolf gang, the Los Lobos, that design was also really good. Mags is so sick. What is the character? Slaughterhouse? Is it Slaughterhouse? The chick that has the gun leg? Prosthetic gun leg. So that is instantly what she reminded me of. But I guess she is like some sort of Van Helsing character, because she has, I'm just assuming because she has like a cross on her neck. Looks like it could be a rosary or something. And since there are vampires in this, I'm going to assume her and El Guapo are probably the vampire hunters. And this shot tells me everything I need to know, where he wants her to be the love interest and she has other things on her mind. So I like that. I like that sort of play. We didn't get much about the main character, El Guapo himself, but to me, he's looking a bit like Himbo, Johnny Bravo, but just maybe he actually can fight. He can actually stand up for himself and do some things. So that is pretty interesting. And then we got my favorite character in the entire verse. I don't know or care what she does. That is my favorite character in the verse. Personally, y'all know me. I'm a filmmaker. I love production. I love creating these things, and I love to get a little bit of behind the scenes of how these things are made. So yeah, I'm really excited. Let's check these both out. They're really short, so.
Once upon a time in Tijuana, Mexico.
This background is beautiful. What? That was it? Okay, that was really short. And then we've got this test shot. That is crazy. But yeah, it seems like Mags herself is a vampire. I'm getting a little bit of backstory about the characters before I get into it, and I'm excited. But I don't think there's anything else out right now for us to talk about except for that pilot animatic. And while I'm not going to be reviewing it in this specific video, I will be checking out the pilot animatic, and I will be doing a in it for a minute review, which is just like a shorts video review. So it'll probably be on YouTube Shorts, on Instagram Reels, and TikTok, just telling you guys how I felt about it in, you know, short little minute. If you guys want to make that decision for yourself, I will put the pilot link in the description so you can check it out yourself. And I recommend you guys do, because like I said, this is an independent work. It looks amazing. A work of, you know, a labor of love, a pure passion project. And I think you guys should check it out because it's free. It's on YouTube and it's free. Like, we do complain about like the streaming services and the big corporations and how they are ruining a lot of our projects and a lot of our streaming services with enshittification, making everything more expensive, lower quality, deleting stuff off of the service that we want to see, stuff that is exclusive, so then it has no other home or no other place to be seen. Because of that, I think we have a duty to promote, a duty to check out the media like this that is made by the creators, produced and distributed by the creators, and is just straight up a labor of love. So yeah, before I even check out the pilot for El Guapo versus the Narco Vampires, I recommend you all check out the pilot for El Guapo versus the Narco Vampires, because it looks great so far, and I want it to go very far. Like, I don't just want it to have a pilot, I want it to have an entire full season. Also, something about me that you guys might know, I also do a little bit of indie animation writing. I have written an entire season of a show that I created, and then I've also written a pilot for a different show that me and my friend created. And I really would love in 2026 if that could be the year that I finally produce these things and show them to you like this. So I want to show you guys how to support these indie animation projects so that when mine comes out, it's a little selfish, but when mine comes out, I would definitely 100% appreciate, you know, any and all support on that project, as it will be a labor of love of mine. But for right now, check out El Guapo versus the Narco Vampires and tell me what you guys think about it in the comments below. But before we get out of here, do me a favor and boom, hit me with the 3-hit combo. I need you to smash the like button like El Guapo, spear the subscribe button like Los Lobos, and kick the notification bell like Mags herself. I am just so excited. I would watch every single episode of the show just to find out what is up with that mummy lady. But I think that there's a bunch of other reasons to check it out, and a bunch of other reasons why I'm gonna end up enjoying it. So I can't wait to check it out later today, and look out for my in it for a minute review after I have checked it out. When you guys tell me how you are feeling about El Guapo and the Narco Vampires for sure, and like I said, check it out. I will link the pilot in the description below, and tell me how you felt about the full first episode, and we can compare notes. Also, check out the reaction I did for Saturday AM Battle Manga, the one that I did for the comic shop, and pretty soon I will have enough like indie reviews and reactions on this channel to just make an entire playlist for that. So look forward to that. Like I said, Wheels and Roses is coming out this Friday, and I'm really excited for that. Damn it, I should be doing a trailer reaction for that as well. I'll just put a clip in this because the animation for Wheels and Roses looks so good. It looks amazing. It looks like Saturday morning cartoon, industry standard, Disney, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, any of those networks would be lucky to have it, but we are even luckier because we are going to get it on YouTube for free. But that is going to be it for this one, you guys. So tell me how you feel. Tell me if you feel me. Also, make sure you're subscribing because we are on that road to 1,000 subscribers, and we might not hit it in 2025, considering there's only 2 more days left, but we are 100% gonna hit it in 2026. So make sure you guys join on the road to 1,000 before we get to 1,000, or you're gonna wish you had. That's gonna be it for this one, you guys. So tell me how you feel, tell me if you feel me, and I will see you next time in another new one. Peace out. Okay, exceptions for the exceptional. Zane and Moxie at the same time. I like that. It's like Amara and Hermes at the same time. But I mean, these are like, Moxie specifically. Moxie is as integral to Borderland as Claptrap, in my opinion.